If there's one thing that we hear more than anything else from executives that we speak to, day in and day out, it's how do I deliver more results and faster for my organization? Because all around me, all I see is change and dynamism in my respective industry, and I need to make sure that I stay out ahead of that. It turns out that that's really challenging to do. In fact, when we've looked at it over the course of hundreds and hundreds of companies, only 12% are able to achieve the goals that they set out for themselves, which means that 88% are not. And that's a tough track record. When we've listened hard to what people say as to what the reasons are behind that, in fact, the one common thread is that most of those reasons are human factors. They have to deal with people. The foundation of our thinking around results delivery is taking all of our cumulative experience over the course of many years and with thousands of companies and executives with the latest thinking in behavioral science to try to get at the heart of this issue and improve the yield on delivering on results. And in fact, there's three fundamental principles underlying this: the what, the how, and the who. And what we found that oftentimes that there's too much emphasis on the what at the expense of not thinking through fully the how am I going to get it done and with who and with what individuals. Even starting with the what, if you're thinking carefully from day one about the implementation challenges that you're likely to face, that might even affect the answer or the initiative that you're formulating in nuanced but important ways. You might sequence it differently, for example. Then on the how, companies that are successful in getting this higher yield and accomplishing what they want to accomplish do one thing in common, which is they proactively and very carefully are thinking through implementation challenges that they're likely to face and what they need to do in order to mitigate those challenges, the how of that process. And then finally, the who. Organizations don't change. People change. Human beings need to change. So being thoughtful about what behaviors that means and how you build that in a sustainable way is incredibly important. So you take a step back from all of this, and if the name of the game, right, is improving the yield on delivering the results, right, of what you set out for yourself as an organization or as a leader, there's huge value on the table. And it is critical for every executive to be thoughtful about this, because in today's business world, if there's one thing that for sure is true, it's that change is the only constant.